Hey guys, it's Derek here from Walker and Wood. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can just make some small changes to your guest bathroom or your master bathroom, and how that can really totally transform your space. We're going to be putting a wainscoting detail on this wall. We're going to be changing up some of the fixtures on the vanity. We're going to be putting black hardware, black faucet, and new lighting in here. So not a lot of big changes, just subtle changes, but something that's easy for you to do at home. So stay tuned. So here you can see what the bathroom looks like before and the standard fixtures. Obviously I need to change the light bulbs more often, but I started off by taking down the towel rail, and that's a really easy take apart. There's a small screw underneath the rail, and you're going to loosen that, and then you're going to take off the plates at the back as well as the drywall anchors. Next step is to remove this baseboard and the shoe molding on there. The easy way to do this is just to take a knife, and what you're going to do is you're going to break the seam here. This was siliconed just to seal it, and so you're going to run your knife along the length and then down here again at the shoe molding. That's going to break the seal, and then we will pop it off from there. Once the baseboard is removed, I then took out the multi-tool just to notch out a piece in the baseboard behind the door that will accept the new baseboard that we're putting in. So instead of puttying over these holes, what I'm going to do is use this actually for the top of the wainscoting. My wife wants kind of a high wainscoting here just because we're going to put like a towel storage here. So the way that we will do that, I ran out of blue tape, how nice, but I will use, yay, then it was time to paint, said me never. But I used the level here as I ran out of painter's tape. I used that kind of as a guide and put on a couple of coats here of Sherwin-Williams Ultra White before I laid down the wainscoting. When the paint was drying, I then went out to the workshop and I ripped down some boards of 4x8 MDF, and the first board that I ripped was going to be the new baseboard, and I think I did about 6 or 7 inches on that board, and then the remaining boards were all of the uprights for that. The great thing about doing this yourself is that you can really make these uprights to whatever width you want. But for us, we ripped them to 3 inches wide and then took them over to the miter saw. And again, this was kind of a high wainscoting. You really can make this however high you want. I believe from the baseboard up, it was about 58 inches. So it sat about 64, 65 inches in height in total. To attach the pieces to the wall, I used a heavy-duty construction adhesive, along with shooting 2-inch brad nails into studs where I could. Then it was time to work on the uprights, again using construction adhesive, hitting 2-inch brad nails into studs where I can. Now that's not obviously doable with these uprights everywhere, but I made sure wherever MDF met MDF that we used CA glue, and I used Starbond adhesive just so that it would give a good contact point for both pieces. Once all the stiles were in place, then I put in some wood putty. I didn't show you that because, well, it's boring. And then it was time to sand, and I'm using my new Mirka Deros, the Delta sander. Really great for like kind of the small, difficult areas to get to. And then once that is done, then I take around some silicone and clear in the gaps behind some of the battens, and then I touch up the paint around the edges before rolling on the stiles and uprights. Now, this far in the project, I was told that we were just going to paint this one wall. Just this one wall. So I got to work. After completing this wall, you will see that we changed plans. My wife then wanted the entire bathroom to be painted. This is a color called Hail Navy by Sherwin-Williams. We love this color. We've done several other projects in our house this color as well, so go check it out. Then it was time for some minor cosmetic changes. We decided to change out all of the hardware in the bathroom for this matte black look we really like. And the cool thing is all of this hardware in all of our fixtures, everything are on Amazon. And so if you want to check out the description below, you can find links to all of those. I apologize for the bad lighting, bad camera angle, small space, lights are out, difficult. But I am in no way a qualified electrician, but I do know basic wiring, and so I feel comfortable tackling this project. If you do not, I would highly encourage you to contact a local electrician and they will take care of this for you. But it's very basic. I'm not attaching any new wires, I'm just undoing the connections of the previous fixture and then attaching the new fixture with the existing wires. And here I am inserting the new light fixture, and I thought it was to go this way up because that's what the picture showed, but later found out that my wife had actually wanted it facing downwards, and so that's what we did. Another simple cosmetic change was adding a matte black doorstop, and we decided to, why not keep this consistent, and we decided to add them throughout the whole house. One piece of footage that I did not manage to get, but I made a really quick trim piece for the mirror. I used hard maple just to match everything else, and I finished it with Rubio black. And the cool thing is it is velcroed on there so that I can take that off and on whenever I want. After I installed that, then it was time to get to work on these floating shelves. The metal brackets were something that I found on Etsy, and they come bare metal, so you do have to sand them, clean them, finish them yourself. But if you're comfortable doing that process, it's really easy. Just find the studs, screw them in place, place your shelf then on top of that, and just screw them in place. For this I used hard maple again, finished with Rubio Monocoat black, just so that everything will be matching and tie in well. Now again, I am not a qualified plumber either, but I do know the basics, and I decided to tackle this project by myself. If you don't, contact a plumber, but I started by disconnecting the water lines, make sure the water is off obviously, and then undoing the nuts here both at the bottom, and then there's a attachment at the top that fastens the faucet to the countertop, so you want to make sure all of those are loose, and once those are, it's just a simple take it off. And then it's just a matter of putting it all back together again, just with the new
faucet. I got this off Amazon. We love it. We decided to change out our other 2 faucets in our house to match this one. So the link is in the description for that too. And to match, I had to add a pop-up drain that was obviously matte black as well. Link in the description for that too. Did not get coverage of this, but that is a really easy install. You just remove the previous drain cover, and then the instructions actually come with this in the box, and we really like it.
We also added these towel hooks. These are matte black towel hooks, and again there is a little Allen key slot underneath here for to loosen these, and it's the same way essentially that I put on the toilet roll rack, the towel holder over there. You fix a plate to the back, and then you will do this little Allen part underneath and then screw it on, and this is not going anywhere at all. And it's a great way to just hang towels. Yeah, really cool. Another thing that I left out, I made this little end table here just out of some leftover maple. Can hold a couple of books. Fits perfect in this space that would be kind of dead. And again, it matches the shelves and the mirror trim. Hey, thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope that this was helpful. Again, all of these things were just cosmetic changes, and you can find all of the links to everything that we used in here in the description below. I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button or even the subscribe button too, just to be aware of new content that we've got coming out. But hey, thanks so much for watching. Until next time.